Welcome, everybody. Welcome. My name is Jansen Arnold. I am going to take you through a 1-hour session here in the garage gym here in Charleston, South Carolina. I am collaborating with True Sea Moss. Basically, my name is Jansen Arnold. Bear with me 1 second. I got a little bit of here in Charleston, South Carolina. A bit of an echo. I am collaborating with True Sea Moss. Basically, all right, I think we're good now. My apologies. All right, cool. So let's do this again. Normally we do some live streams on Amazon's storefront. We have a True Sea Moss storefront over there where we have all kinds of good supplements. If you haven't heard of Sea Moss, I'm really surprised because it is it's basically taking over everything right now. So I have been collaborating with True Sea Moss for about probably 7 months now, I guess, all the way back to like April. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. This is month 8. So 8 months now, I have been on the Sea Moss journey. I am an endurance athlete. I love all things endurance, all things fitness. So, in the past, I love marathons. I love marathon training. I love the grind of it. I've never really had a supplement that has helped me in that journey. So currently right now, I'm actually training for Myrtle Beach Marathon, which is in March, with the end result in goal to be back in Boston in 2027 and also Chicago. So I say that because in the past, when I went to Boston, I did the marathons leading up to it. I never really truly took a supplement. So this will be kind of my first journey of taking a supplement through a marathon build. The ultimate end goal, as you can see, based on the title of this, is a sub 3-hour marathon. I've ran a PR of 2:49. That 2:49 that I ran was, I guess, 3-4 years ago. I'm 41 now, so I'm kind of leaning on the side of I don't know where I'll be, but sub 3 would probably guarantee me a spot to at least Boston qualify. So that's what I'm shooting for. Starting November 17th, I will start a 16-week build that will take me all the way to March 7th, and I'm going to be taking Sea Moss throughout that whole journey. So welcome. I'm going to be bringing you guys along with me. We're going to be doing these live streams once a week or so here on YouTube. You can also check us out on our Amazon storefront as well. There's a link in the description below that should take you to True Sea Moss's storefront for Amazon. That's where you can go on. You can check out all this awesome product I got back here, the gels, the gummies, the drops. We'll talk about it today. We're going to do a workout as well. So we're going to do a live workout. That's going to be fun. Nothing crazy. So today I'm coming off of a 6-mile run. I'm normally always on the road, but literally just got a new treadmill. It's probably kind of hard to see because half of my wall is black and my treadmill is black, but got a Nordic Track 2550s, 1250, I don't know, something like that. It's one of the top of the lines. I love it. It's sweet. So decided to hop on it today. A little bit out of character, but I did get it for the winter months. Whenever it's raining and it's cold out, it's never really that fun to get out there and get 6, 7, 8 miles in. So I got that for these winter months. I can hop on it whenever it's 30 degrees and it's raining. So that'll be fun. So anyways, yeah, let's get going. Again, description below. I want to talk about a little bit in the description, right? So we have a link there's a couple different links. The first link is going to be what's going to take you to our Amazon storefront where you can purchase all the CMOS products we're going to go over today. There's also another link for Koa Run Code. That's my company that we basically produce performance running hats. You can work out in them, you can lounge in them, whatever it may be. This is one. This is actually an older model, but we are a small business, so appreciate the support. Click that link. We're running through a bunch of different older products right now. We got it really good discounts, and we're going to be launching some good stuff here soon. So anyways, let's dive into it. So typically my routine, a lot of times when I do these live streams, I always just take it on camera as opposed to first thing in the morning. Because I want you guys to see that I'm actually taking this stuff. The one that my wife and I have open right now that we love, it's super delicious. We're really into it. It's the apple cinnamon. The apple cinnamon is very, very good. It's very delicious for these the fall weather. So we had a pineapple as well. The pineapple was very good in the summertime, very refreshing. So this is actually this is, as far as my favorite gels, it's probably a toss-up between the apple cinnamon and also the pineapple. So a full serving is going to be 2 tablespoons. So typically when you open these, when you open these, it needs to be refrigerated. Once you open it, it's good for about 30 days or so. I was just now a little hesitant because I had left this in the garage for a couple days. Luckily, it's been chilly here, so it hasn't been hot, but I was a little hesitant. That's why I kind of smelled it to begin with to make sure it was still good, but it's still good. It tastes delicious. Apple cinnamon's amazing. You cannot go wrong with it. Another thing that I always like to highlight, because yes, we're doing these live streams for True CMOS. I want to push their products because I love it. I believe in it. I think it can be very beneficial for a lot of different things. Number one, it can be very beneficial for your health overall, but I think it can help in fitness as well with recovery, just overall gut health, digestion, all the great things. But it only works as good as everything else you're putting into your body. So I say it's a very hydrating superfood, but we also need to do the right thing and drink our water, our electrolytes, mix the salt in, and make sure that we're hydrating. All right, let's go. We're going to hop on the bike first. I always like to do about a 5-minute session on the bike just to get warmed up. Get your hips engaged, nice and loose. Again, I just came off of a 6-mile run. Nothing hard, super easy, super light. I am in the middle of, like, my left calf is just a little bit, it's there. It's not like painful, but it's irritated a little bit. So I've been nursing it, really trying to get it right before we start this build. So been taking it a little bit easy. Just checking in with you guys. Looks like we are good. Nice treadmill. I'm just looking at some of the comments. Nice treadmill. Great. I bet it tastes so good. Oh, yes. Yes, it does taste good. So, I'll probably hop on this bike for a couple minutes. Actually, let me do this. I'm going to throw I'd like to throw this up on here for you guys. Let's see if we can't get the workout card up on here, just so you guys have an idea of what we're going to be doing. I think that would be beneficial. And okay, there we go. It's popping up. It's making sure. There's a little bit of a delay from when I do something to when it actually shows on the screen. So I was just making sure we were going to be good. All right. So a couple minutes on here. I always like to hit the bike just enough to get my hips loose, get them engaged, get the blood flowing. And then we'll go into a little bit of a stretch. I like to roll the muscles out. I like to roll my feet out. Do a little bit of resistant band stretching for the groin and the abductors. And then hit a little bit of Theragun. And then we're going to do the workout that's on the screen. It's not a crazy workout. This is something I like to incorporate some upper body as I'm doing my my endurance training to keep the upper body nice and fit. Because we can't just focus on the cardio and the running. We still have to stay strong in our upper body. All right. So I would also encourage, if you are watching right now, you can do a couple different things. Make sure that you're hopping on to True Sea Moss's YouTube page, and make sure you give us a follow or subscribe. You can set the notifications. That way, whenever I go live, you're notified, and you can tune in each week. I would greatly appreciate it. And then also share this. This would help tremendously. If you guys could share this, anybody that might benefit from some of the content that's in here. I always like to keep it interesting and do some sort of workout with these live streams. But we're also going to be here talking about True Sea Moss, how I'm using it in my running journey, in my sub 3-hour marathon build, and how, quite frankly, it's going to fuel me during those races. I have a half marathon race coming up in about 4 weeks, just as a prep to see where I'm at. And I will be fueling with True Sea Moss electrolytes during that race. Stay tuned also, because we'll go live for that as well. We got 15 seconds, then we're going to hop off and we're going to get some stretching in. All right, let's go. Let's go. A little hydration break. All right. So, as I am starting to stretch and roll my muscles out and things, let's talk a little bit about some of the benefits that you could possibly see from taking some sea moss. I will. Okay. I will. Bear with me 1 second. All right. So I want to share some of the amazing benefits that I've seen, and then some of the ones that maybe I haven't seen yet. Maybe you could see, depending on where your health is at and how it might affect you as well. Initially, when I started taking True Sea Moss, the first thing I noticed, quite frankly, it was pretty quickly. It was probably within a week of starting to take it, and I didn't realize it till maybe a week and a half in. I had some brain fog going on, and after taking it for, like I said, for about a week and a half or so, started seeing that brain fog going away, and my mind felt a little bit more clear. I don't know if there was a placebo effect to that, but I was literally driving down the road, and it hit me. I was like, man, like my mind feels really clear right now. And I was thinking through, and I was like, well, maybe it's the sea moss. It's the only thing that was taking. I very rarely take any type of like pharmaceuticals or over the counter medicine, unless I absolutely have to. I try to stay away from that. So it was obvious that there was only one thing it could be, and it had to be the sea moss. So that was pretty quick. A few months in, I started getting a little bit better as far as my digestion. I've always had a little bit of a struggle with my digestion. Largely any type of uptick in protein. I tend to any type of uptick in protein, even if it's just in my normal diet. I'm not talking about like protein shakes, anything like that. I typically get stopped up rather quickly. And then it takes me, I mean, it could take me a week and a half to get back on track once I'm there. And it's just something I've always struggled with. I've had to take MAG O2, some like herbal, like natural tea at night to help the movement. And that stuff did help, but long term, it's not sustainable. It's not good. And then eventually I started seeing the effects of sea moss started really helping. So I started dialing back on the mag and the tea. And I just have stayed consistent since about 2 months in. It kind of hit me. So I work in the endo world, and I was seeing a colonoscopy, and the patient had melanosis coli. Melanosis coli is really, really weird. It is a change in your pigment of your colon. So the best way to describe it, if you burn a fire and the wood is charcoaled, so it's just black, it's got all the cracks in it, that's literally what the inside of the colon looked like. And it was due to chronic use of a laxative, and or could have been something like that tea that I was taking. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, got to change, got to do something, got to get this in order. So I was lucky and blessed to have already been taking sea moss. So I started down back and stayed consistent. And now I am rolling and feel great. No stoppage. I go regularly. I know this sounds hilarious, but listen, when you get older, that is something that you always think about. When you're younger, you could care less about when you're going to use the bathroom, right? As you get older, it's literally a daily, constant thing of making sure that you are actually going to go to the bathroom. So those are the two big things that I've seen. I am sure in general, I've seen other things outside of, I do take sea moss for hydration. So that does help with it. Those are all just like side benefits, right? And then also, I feel like it's helped me with my recovery during my training. So it's helped me bounce back a little bit quicker to be able to go into another workout, maybe a little bit sooner than what I could have previously. Those are all things that are hard to correlate, but it's something that I can definitely notice some difference in it. So all right, so this is very simple. I am just stretching, getting my hips and my groins loose. Nothing crazy. Do that. I'm going to roll a little bit, Theragun, and then again, obviously I am doing my legs because of my training right now. This is the area that I always focus on when it comes to stretching, rolling my muscles out. So hit that, and then I will also hit my Theragun too. All right. Yeah, again, guys, in the description, obviously we're focusing a little bit more on how I'm using sea moss in my sub 3-hour journey on a daily. Right now, we've gone over just some of the benefits. We're going to get into how I utilize it and some of the things that are in some of the sea moss products that I really like, that I think is benefiting me in this sub 3 build. But in the description, there's a hyperlink. The hyperlink itself takes you to True Sea Moss's Amazon page. It's their Amazon profile. That's where you can go and get all this amazing stuff. We got gels, we got gummies, we got drops, we got greens. Let's talk about the greens. Those are freaking awesome. They $32.99, I believe they are. And I mean, they taste amazing. You're not going to get greens that taste this good, that are this clean for this price. It's phenomenal. So just to show you a little bit of the greens, I love these things. Or this thing, I don't know how you'd say that, but so the greens powder, all of our products have over 90 minerals. So anytime you take a serving, you're going to get that 92 plus minerals. Our bodies need about 102-ish a day just to wake up and survive. If we wake up, we need 102 minerals. This is going to give you over 90 right out of the gate. So let's just say that you took a glass of greens in the morning. You're starting your day out getting over 90 minerals. Your body's going to thank you. It's going to love you. You're starting out getting some hydration in. It's awesome. 8 powerful blends in one. Organic spirulina, ashwagandha root, organic wheatgrass, apple cider vinegar, organic matcha green tea, which we'll come back to that, original Irish sea moss, elderberry fruit, and lion's mane. The organic matcha green tea is kind of what you taste in the aftertaste. So you take it, a few seconds later, it kind of hits you, you taste tea. I think that's amazing. If you've taken any other greens powder, you know that there's a little bit of a bitterness towards the end. And again, that's just something we want to try to avoid. So I'm going to throw down a few of the gummies as well. These are our OG gummies. Man, they smell so good. Throw a couple of those down. These are dangerous because they taste so good. You could literally just eat these like normal gummy bears. That might be loud in my mic, and I apologize. I am so thirsty right now. Coming off that run, I'm just chugging electrolytes and getting it in with sea moss. All right, so let's do this. We're going to start our workout. In between each round, yeah, 725. Yeah, that's perfect. In between each round, what we'll do is we'll talk about some of the products. And like I said, I want to kind of highlight the ones that I've used in the last 8 months that have kind of helped me in my journey from high rocks to now training for this half marathon, and then going to be starting a build for a March 7th marathon to qualify for Boston. And what I'm hoping to be about a 252-ish marathon. So that'll be fun. That'll be exciting. So let me throw these shoes back on. I took those off to roll the bottom of the feet out. In the garage gym, for those that have not been with me in the past, we got a Concept 2 rower over here. Brand new treadmill. This is a NordTrack. I'm loving it so far. I literally just put it together today and got one run, got 6 miles in. We got an Echelon bike over here. I use this not really for a workout, but just for a warm up or a cool down. Simply all I use it for. We got stacks of dumbbells. We got a bench on the wall. We got box jumps, slam balls. I got a full spectrum infrared sauna over here. And what you can't see because I don't have the camera angled, but we have a pull-up bar in front of the sauna with some resistance bands. We got wall balls. So we got some good stuff. We always like to keep it interesting, doing some workouts. Today we're going to do Popeye, as you can see on the screen. So make sure that you are... Yeah, it looks like a little bit of it's cut off. I'll have to work on that, but you can the only part that's cut off is where it says Popeye. But you can definitely see the workout itself. So I am going to keep it light today. I go through phases where I will work out heavy, and then I focus on beefing up, gaining weight. Right now, I have just been keeping it a little bit light. Quite honestly, I've thinned out some, but I have been able to maintain some muscle during this build. I've been trying to focus on lifting along with my running, but when I'm training for marathon, the mileage just takes over, and it's really hard to get a complete workout in while I'm actually running, because right now I'm at 50 miles a week, so it just makes it difficult now that it's getting dark sooner. Just makes it difficult. It's life, right? So we're going to do 30 curls, 30 strict presses. We'll break for a minute. All right, let's go. Okay, so I'll break from that for a second, and then we'll hit the next 2 exercises, which are going to be lateral raises and hammer curls. So one thing I do that is a non-negotiable in my routine with CMOS is post run, I am taking or drinking the electrolyte mix. So these come with little sachets. So little sachets here. You throw in some water. Usually put one of those in about 16 ounces, if I remember right. Yeah, about 16-ish. It all depends. It says 12 to 16, but that just depends on your taste profile, on how strong you want. But the mango pineapple is absolutely delicious. But so what I do is post run, I'm always drinking that. So, and which is what we got here. All right. And then The one thing that I was using previously, which I really haven't been, this is one that I ended up leaving out in the heat on accident. So I'm just using this as a display model at the moment until I get actually I have another one in there. I just haven't broken into it yet. But this is the blue spirulina and raspberry. Blue spirulina and raspberry. Well, number one, this is delicious. Okay, it's good. It's got thicker consistency. This gel does. The reason why I liked this, because typically what I would do is I would do a tablespoon of this and then a dropper full of the strawberry drops, which I'll show you that here in a second. Spirulina. So obviously the benefits of sea moss, the mineral content, things like that are amazing, but it's paired with spirulina. Spirulina is very, very good for a few different things. It's very good for endurance. It's good for energy, and it helps fight fatigue. So it's fantastic. It's fantastic. So that it's just something that I've kind of used as like a instead of a pre-workout. I kind of replaced a pre-workout with, well, I didn't really replace it because I don't do pre-workouts really. But this is kind of my pre-workout. So I did a tablespoonful of the blue spirulina and raspberry, and then a dropper of the strawberry spirulina and burdock root. My thought process is spirulina can really help power me through workouts. Keep my energy, helps fight fatigue. And then the burdock root that is paired with the spirulina and the drops is very good for muscle recovery. So it's already starting that process in the muscles recovering. It's very good. It's a detox for your bloodstream as well, which is fantastic. And it's an immune booster too. So you get a lot of great benefits into one product. So I was doing a lot of that post-workout or pre-workout, and then post-workout, we'll go through that after this this next set, but we need to get this going. Otherwise, we'll run out of time. Let's go. Let's see what we got. Hammer curls, lateral raises, and hammer curls. Let's do it. Sorry, guys. I'm going to move my bike over a little bit. There we go. All right. Let's go. All right. So what I wanted to tell you guys, or at least what I was doing post workouts, is I would do some elderberry, elderberry drops, and then whatever gel I had open besides the blue spirulina, I would take just as a deliciousness, honestly, just a treat. Usually it was the pineapple in the summertime. Pineapple is very refreshing. It's delicious, amazing. I love it. So I would take a tablespoon of that, and then I would do a dropper of the elderberry. So the reason why I would do that, you guys can see there, the reason why I would do the elderberry is post workout, post hard run, post workout, our immune systems are naturally lowered. So my thought process is throw some elderberry in there, help bump up the immune system, maybe get it back closer to baseline, or at least as close as possible, as quick as possible. It's just a natural response from our body, but heck, we have things that can help with that. So. All right, let's keep this going. Let's finish this round out. Let's do some push presses and some curls. If you are joining me, if you're joining me right now, I appreciate it. There is a link in the description below that should take you right over to True Sea Moss's Amazon page. That is where you're going to find all these amazing products that we're going over, we're talking about, all the things that have been very beneficial to me during this sub 3-hour marathon build that I've started. So right now I'm just in this base building phase. But I'm going to talk a little bit more about what I think is benefiting me from a year ago to now. So let me run through this next phase here. Push press and curls, and then we'll talk about it. All right. So, whew, all right, let's go. So I wanted to talk a little bit about how I believe sea moss has been helping me from really just a year ago to now. So I started midsummer last year, starting a build to potentially do a marathon in March. Same thing as what I was trying to do currently. But my base building phase hit 50 miles. Once I hit 50 miles, I just fell apart. My hips were hurting, my calves were hurting, my thighs, my ankles, my feet. I was a disaster. So kind of shifted gears a little bit. I was hitting hard in the gym. I was already bulked up some, probably about 15, 20 pounds heavy. Well, yeah, 15 pounds heavier than what I am now of muscle, which was fantastic. I was in shape in endurance-wise from that little bit of base building, and then I was strong, so I decided to get into high rocks. So I kind of switched gears a little bit, but my point is that was before sea moss, and for whatever reason, my body was just not handling the mileage. I was doing all the right things. I eased into it. I progressively upped my mileage 10% each week over week. The right thing to do, the right way. I've been a runner for 28 years, so I definitely know how to coaching and everything else, but I definitely know how to properly stack miles week after week without overload. But I wasn't there. So fast forward to post High Rocks, which was in March. I started my journey with sea moss, and probably come, which I guess that was end of March, beginning of April. Come April, I started, slowly getting my mileage back, slowly. And then in May, I did a 41-mile run for my birthday. And then from there, I just progressively kept bumping up and bumping up. In September and October, I was at 50 miles a week for about 4 weeks straight. No pain, no hurting. I dropped down to 42 miles just as a drop week to build back up, just to keep strong. Getting ready for this specific 16-week build starting November 17th. I have had a little bit of an issue with my calf. I think it's mostly due to tightness, and I have a few other ideas there. But my point is, the difference in last year to this year, the only difference was I was taking sea moss now. And I've been able to sustain the very high mileage that I couldn't previously into last year. So there's a lot of great benefits with sea moss, with muscle recovery, bone and joint health. So I say that because I believe it's definitely been a difference maker for me in endurance, honestly, and just being able to keep my feet moving on the road without injuries. All right, let's get another round in. Let's go. We're going to highlight, let's see, we've highlighted drops, we've highlighted gummies, greens, some gels. We'll go through some of the different flavors and a couple of the different varieties of drops and gummies, but we've hit a lot of the different forms of sea moss. Let's get another one in. Comment that just came in from Emily. What makes True Sea Moss different from other brands? Well, it's a great question. True Sea Moss is, well, let me do this. Let me do these next two, and then I will talk about that, because that is a very good question. And curls and strict presses, but I will definitely tell you, because there's a big difference in True Sea Moss and some of the competitors. So... All right. Whew. Sorry, once I start that, it's hard for me to talk. So a difference in what makes True Sea Moss different from some of the other brands. True Sea Moss is truly a company that focuses on the product that they're actually putting out. And what I mean by that is, this is truly from the ocean. There's a lot of other companies that these are lab grown, they're pool grown, they're not actually extracted from the ocean. True Sea Moss is going to extract the sea moss from the ocean. Very clean waters. It is then taken to the beach. It's sun dried. Sea moss, whenever it's out of the water, is very, well, it's kind of thick and spongy. And then once it dries out, it kind of shrivels up. So it goes from being that spongy material to dried up and packaged up, and it kind of looks like that. So what they do at that point is they send this over to California, where we do third-party testing. We want to make sure that there's no harmful contents in this. We don't do any type of unnecessary fillers, any additives, This is a very good, clean product that, quite frankly, I've been working with True Sea Moss for about 8 months now. It's a great company. I mean, they want to make sure that they're putting a superb product out there, and that's what I love about them. So a lot of good stuff. And then just to kind of put some icing on that dang cake, look at that. That's another big benefit. This is all distributed, packaged up, processed down, all the good stuff in the United States, all down to the forms that you see here. So, man, I know that's loud in the mic, and I apologize, but I don't know. I'm going to tell you, I'm thirsty. All right, let's keep this going. We're going to do lateral raises and then hammer curls. When I do lateral raises, I like to go about midway, a little bit less than midway. Really focuses on the lats and less on the shoulders. I like to engage the lats tremendously. I love lats. All right, let's go. Whew. So, anyways, let me check here. I thought I saw something else come in. No, it's the same one. We only have about 12 minutes left on this live stream, so I definitely want to hit. Let's talk real quick about some of the great flavors that you can get for the gels. The gels are kind of the foundation that you're going to get with sea moss. I say that the gels are the foundation because there's such a variety. You can change it up. You can have fun with it. There's so many flavors. Number one flavor, favorite flavor of mine is going to be pineapple. Pineapple is very, very good in the summertime. It's very refreshing. Apple cinnamon would be a strong contender for number one, but I would probably put it at number two. Strawberry, probably number three. And then the number four, actually, I would probably put blue raspberry or blue spirulina and raspberry at number three, and then strawberry at four, and then everybody else just follows. But the other flavors are going to be soursop. We got a pumpkin right now as well. If we still have that in, check it out. The description in the below, it's got the link for our Amazon storefront. Make sure you click it. We have the orange. We have the lemon pie. We have lemon. I think there's a banana that I actually haven't tasted. The banana. It's one of the only ones I haven't tasted. Cherry, mango, pineapple mango. So many flavors. So you get my point. There's a lot of different flavors that you can choose from. So make sure you click on the link, hop over, check it out, see what we got, see what you want to get. And I need to finish this workout and do these last ones, push, press, and curls. All right. All right. So we got 9 minutes left. 9 minutes left in this live session. So make it a point to click the link, hop over, check our products out. While you're at it, make sure you follow our YouTube channel. Got a lot of good content, a lot of good streamers that are going to be going live, talking recipes, CMOS for beginners, a lot of good stuff. But right here, right now, we're talking about endurance. We're talking about running. We're talking about working out. We're talking about overall health. What I've been doing with CMOS and how it's been helping me over the last year get where I'm at, and then basically run right into this sub 3 hour marathon. My wife, if she's watching, she's gonna get on me because when I drink with ice, it's super loud in my mic, and I apologize if that's the case. So a couple minutes left, and I do want to talk a couple different things. We're going to hit on the drops, we're going to hit on the gummies, and then we'll wrap this thing up. We talked about the strawberry, and we also talked about the elderberry drops. So I want to show you guys the green apple. Green apple is very, very delicious. The drops, if I had to say what the drops taste like, I would say Jolly Ranchers. These taste so good. The green drops are very good. They got burdock root and bladderwrack in it. We talked a little bit about burdock root earlier. Burdock root's a very, very good for detox of the bloodstream, which is fantastic. Helps boost immune function, and it helps reduce inflammation. So as a post-workout supplement, this is very, very nice. And then this also has bladderwrack in it. So bladderwrack is kind of like a mineral powerhouse. It contains calcium, iron, making this a really, really good pairing with CMOS. Anyways, it's very good for bone and joint as well. So just to kind of highlight that. So that's kind of our drop selection: strawberry, apple, and elderberry. So we looked at the gummies earlier. We looked at the, we took a peek at the originals, the assorted fruit, which are super good. The one that I am really digging right now, because I wanted to start taking something with ashwagandha on a regular. This is awesome. Bladderwrack, burdock root, ashwagandha. It's got all kinds of great stuff in it. So I'm excited to take this and actually just go ahead and take it. All right. And then we got elderberry. There's a variety of flavors, different things. Whatever your focus is, we got something for you. So, lastly, we will highlight what probably doesn't get enough attention from streamers, and the ones that are actually showing you guys are the soaps. If we're worried about what's going in our bodies, which we should, 100%, we should also worry about what's washing all the toxins and everything that we're sweating out. We should focus on that as well. So CMOS has soaps. This one right here smells fantastic. This is aloe and bergamot. I think actually that one smells really good too. This one is the green tea and matcha. I think the aloe and bergamot's my favorite. Probably going to open this up for later. All right, guys, we are winding down here. So we only have a couple minutes left. Let me just highlight a few different things and then we'll wrap up. First and foremost, I appreciate everybody that has joined. It's awesome. I appreciate that. Make sure that you follow, subscribe to True Sea Moss's site or their YouTube page. Also, hop over to their Amazon storefront. Make sure that you're grabbing some product. Give them a follow on there as well. We got live streamers that go on YouTube and then also Amazon Lives. So definitely make sure you give a subscribe and a follow and share this if you will. It would be very much appreciated. And then the description below, we got a link that goes right over to our Amazon storefront. And then there's another link to Koa Run Co. That's my running company. We do performance hats, performance headwear. We're going to be launching some new stuff too. And then we do some training as well. So make sure that you hop on there. Follow me on Instagram at koarunco.com or Koa Run Co. I'm sorry. And outside of that, make sure you hit the notification button. That way you're notified whenever we go live on here. And I think we have another YouTube streamer maybe coming on in a couple days. So, and then I'll be back next week. So until then, everybody, appreciate it and stay healthy and grab some sea moss. See you guys next time.